Have you ever wondered what happens to your assets and legacy when you're no longer around? Picture this. A successful entrepreneur, let's call her Jane. She worked tirelessly all her life, building a fruitful business and amassing considerable wealth. But here's the twist. Jane, like many of us, never planned her estate. One might think, well, that's no big deal, right? But let's dive a little deeper into the consequences of this oversight. Jane's untimely demise left her heirs in a state of chaos. She had 3 children, each with their own dreams and aspirations. But without a proper estate plan in place, they were left with a daunting task, figuring out how to distribute Jane's assets. It didn't take long for disputes to arise. Each child had different ideas about what was fair, what Jane would have wanted, and how they should continue her legacy. And without any clear instructions or legal documents to guide them, they found themselves in a bitter legal battle, tearing the family apart. This is a tale that's all too common, and it's not limited to the realm of the wealthy. Regardless of the size of your estate, failing to plan can lead to unexpected and often devastating consequences. It's not just about who gets what. It's about preserving relationships, maintaining harmony, and ensuring your legacy lives on in the way you intended. But don't despair. There's a way out of this potential quagmire. The solution? Estate planning. It's about more than just distributing assets. It's about setting clear instructions, avoiding legal disputes, and most importantly, ensuring your loved ones are taken care of when you're no longer able to do so yourself. And remember, estate planning isn't just for the wealthy or the elderly. It's for anyone who has something of value, whether it's a house, a car, a business, or even personal possessions that they want to pass on to their loved ones. Now imagine if Jane had an estate plan in place. The story could have turned out differently, right? So what is this estate planning everyone is talking about? Well, imagine your life as a beautiful painting, a masterpiece crafted with love, hard work, and dedication. Now, wouldn't you want to ensure this masterpiece is preserved and passed on just as you intended, even after you're no longer around? That, my friends, is the essence of estate planning. Estate planning is a proactive approach to safeguarding your assets and legacy. It's about making sure your hard-earned assets, your life's work, are distributed according to your wishes. It's about ensuring that the people and causes you hold dear are taken care of. It's about crafting a plan today to protect tomorrow. But how do we do it? Well, think of estate planning as an art form, where your life's work is the canvas, and the tools you use to protect it are your brushstrokes. First, we have wills and trusts. They're like the broad strokes that outline your masterpiece. Wills allow you to specify who gets what and when. Trusts, on the other hand, let you set conditions on how and when your assets will be distributed. Then, there are beneficiaries. They're like the colors that fill your canvas. By naming beneficiaries on your accounts and policies, you can ensure your assets are directly transferred to them, bypassing the often lengthy and expensive probate process. And finally, there's planning for incapacity. This is like the sealant that preserves your masterpiece. By establishing a power of attorney and a healthcare directive, you can specify who will manage your affairs and make medical decisions for you, if you're unable to do so yourself. But remember, like any art form, estate planning requires regular review and updates to reflect changes in your life, laws, and financial situation. Estate planning is not just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants to ensure their assets are distributed according to their wishes. So, whether your masterpiece is a quaint countryside scene or an intricate cityscape, estate planning is the frame that protects it and the spotlight that honors your legacy. Believe it or not, there are several misconceptions about estate planning. So let's set the record straight, shall we? First on the list is the notion that estate planning is only for the wealthy. You might envision it as a stuffy room filled with lawyers and accountants, all gathered around a mahogany table discussing millions of dollars. However, the reality is quite different. Estate planning is for everyone, regardless of their financial standing. Even if you only have a few assets to your name, you'll want to have a say in where they go after you're gone. Next, we have the myth that estate planning is too complicated. No doubt the process might seem daunting. There are legal terms to understand, documents to fill out, and tough decisions to make. But don't let that intimidate you. With the right guidance and a bit of patience, anyone can navigate the complexities of estate planning. It's just a matter of taking it one step at a time. Then, there's the misconception that it's too early to start estate planning. Some might think, I'm young, I'm healthy, why should I worry about that now? But the truth is, life is unpredictable. The sooner you start planning, the better prepared you'll be for whatever comes your way. Plus, your future self will thank you for taking care of this sooner rather than later. Lastly, many people believe that once an estate plan is set, it's set in stone. This couldn't be further from the truth. Your life will change, your assets will change, and your wishes might change. It's crucial to revisit and revise your estate plan regularly to ensure it reflects your current situation and desires. So let's bust these myths wide open. Estate planning isn't exclusive to the rich, it's not an insurmountable challenge, it's never too early to start, and it's not a one-and-done deal. It's a practical, necessary step for everyone, designed to ensure your legacy is preserved exactly as you wish. Remember, it's never too early to start planning for your legacy. You might be wondering, what's in it for me? Well, let's dive into the numerous benefits of estate planning that make it such a crucial part of life planning. First off, estate planning offers you peace of mind. It's like having a well-packed suitcase for an unexpected journey. You don't know when you'll need it, but when the time comes, you're all set. Knowing your affairs are in order gives you a sense of tranquility. You can rest easy, knowing that your loved ones won't have to scramble to make sense of your assets and liabilities when you're no longer around. Next, estate planning puts you in the driver's seat when it comes to asset distribution. It's your hard-earned wealth. Shouldn't you have a say in where it goes? Without an estate plan, the state laws will decide who gets what, and it might not align with your wishes. But with a well-crafted estate plan, you can ensure your assets go exactly where you want them to, whether that's your children, your favorite charity, or your loyal pet terrier. Another significant benefit of estate planning is protection from legal disputes. We've all heard those horror stories of families torn apart over inheritance squabbles. An estate plan can help prevent this. It clearly outlines your wishes, leaving no room for misinterpretations or disputes. This helps preserve family harmony and protects your loved ones from potentially lengthy and costly legal battles. Lastly, estate planning provides financial security for your loved ones. It's not just about who gets your vintage record collection. It's about making sure your spouse can live comfortably, your children can afford college, or your grandchildren can start their lives debt-free. It's about leaving a legacy that supports and uplifts your loved ones, even when you're not physically present. So, you see, estate planning is not just paperwork. It's about control, protection, security, and peace of mind. It's about ensuring your legacy lives on exactly as you envisioned. In essence, estate planning gives you the power to decide what happens to your assets when you're no longer around. Having understood the importance of estate planning, what's your next move? Let me assure you, the first step is often the hardest. But once you have started, the rest will follow. The journey to securing your legacy and protecting your assets begins with a simple decision: the decision to act. Consider this. Your estate is like a garden. It needs care, attention, and regular maintenance. If left unattended, it can become overgrown with legal issues, mismanaged assets, and potential disputes. But with the right tools and knowledge, you can nurture it into a flourishing legacy that will stand the test of time. The first tool in your estate planning kit should be professional advice. Seek out an experienced estate planning attorney who can guide you through the process. They can help you navigate the complexities of laws, taxes, and regulations, ensuring your plans are legally sound and tax efficient. Remember, the law is a tricky beast and can change its coat at any time. So it's important to have a professional by your side who can keep up with these changes. Next, start cataloging your assets. This might sound like a daunting task, but it's an essential part of estate planning. List everything you own, from real estate to retirement accounts, from valuable antiques to your favorite book collection. No matter how small or insignificant they may seem, every asset counts when it comes to estate planning. Once you have a plan in place, don't just forget about it. Your life and circumstances will change over time, and so should your estate plan. Regularly reviewing and updating your plan ensures it remains relevant and effective. Think of it as pruning your garden, removing the old and unnecessary, and making space for new growth. Finally, remember that estate planning is not just about your assets. It's about your values, your wishes, and the future of your loved ones. It's about creating a lasting legacy that reflects who you are and what you stand for. So don't delay. Act now. Start your journey towards a secure and well-planned future. Remember, your legacy and the future of your loved ones are in your hands. Start your estate planning today.